Euaoi.
Another day, another minor thing for Twitter to project all their anger and fury upon is what they say, or what I just said. The Twitter outrage flavor of the day is towards the indie horror game, The Coffin of Andy and Leyley. The main reason why Twitter hates this game is that one of the endings shows a canon incestuous relationship between the titular siblings, Andy and Leyley. Don't get me wrong, I'm as disgusted by incest as much as the next person, but I wouldn't go about seething at it online. You know what they say, art is art, and while I think it's disgusting to add incest in video games, or any other form of media for that matter, I have three possible scenarios as to why the developer, Leyley, wanted to add incest to the game's story. My first theory is that it was included to give a general idea of how morally depraved humans can be in times of crisis. The second theory would be that they knew incest would spark a lot of controversy and attention and included it as a publicity stunt to get more people to know about the game. If that's the case, then it did work out because I've never heard of this game nor have I played it prior to the controversy. And yes, I can already sense some of you typing, well, if you've never played the game, then why are you talking about it? To that, I answer this, I'm not talking about the game itself, but rather the controversy surrounding it. The last theory that I have is that Leyley has some sick fetishes that need to be sorted out. For greater insight, I will be providing an overview of the game with the sources in the form of fandom articles, because I'm not watching a 5-hour playthrough of what is just mostly text boxes. And I'm doing this to provide a better insight as to what the fuss is all about. And one more thing, I'm going to be providing an overview, not a review, because why would I review a game that I've never played? Everything that I'm going to be saying about the game just involves the story with no opinions or critiques thrown in. As for what the game is about, it is basically a horror game that follows the dynamic duo of titular siblings, Andrew and Ashley Graves, who must escape from starvation by following an unexpected journey across the town during the unknown pandemic. The game has 2 chapters released so far. The first chapter, released back in March, involves the duo being trapped in an abandoned apartment following an outbreak of parasites in the water system. Their parents had left them behind to quarantine. They begged their contacts outside to bring them food because the staff had stopped feeding them. Having been ignored and being in the wake of famine and cabin fever, they commit cannibalism by butchering the corpse of their next-door neighbor, a cultist who fell victim to a demon of his own summoning in his desperation to get out. Following the act of cannibalism, Ashley leads Andrew into committing murder, solving puzzles, offering souls, and more in order to get out before their heinous acts can be discovered. The second chapter, which was just released this October in the form of early access, has one of 2 different outcomes depending on the choices you made throughout the game. The brother of the duo, Andrew, will act in 2 different ways. He will either be a lot more tense, nervous, anxious, uncomfortable, and hot-tempered towards Ashley, or he will remain gentle, considerate, and in good humor towards Ashley, which in turn makes Ashley more nervous towards Andrew instead. Andrew may or may not join Ashley when she delves into her dream/premonition as well, to which there are 2 end results. Either you take the abnormal ending, which heavily implies that Ashley and Andrew sleep together in the future, or you take the sane ending, which doesn't show any dream. Now that everyone watching this knows about the game's story, let's see how Twitter reacted to this game. First, we have Twitter user ZachAx saying, "Me and my girlfriend played through the Coffin of Andy and Leyley. Now we have cringe masking Discord pics. The responses went as well as you would imagine." We have another user who says, "Look, don't get me wrong, I love playing games and shit, the art style caught my attention, but it's the incest that makes it so horrible. The Coffin of Andy and Leyley is so ass, like, they are siblings. Whoever likes it needs to go outside. The fuck? The way you compiled it makes it sound like you need to touch grass as well. Cry about it. What did you expect? It's Twitter. They judge things before developing a full understanding of what they're judging. Me, when I see the Coffin of Andy and Leyley weirdos, fans, talking, and then it shows a video of a guy snapping someone's neck. Yeah, cause that's how you should react when people are talking about a game. The Coffin of Andy and Leyley is an awful game. I don't care how well written it is. I find it fucking gross. But the incest is just route. Shut the fuck up. Genuinely shut the fuck up. Oh my god, you guys look like idiots defending that shit. Seriously. Fucking god. I hate it so much. You're just sensitive, and not everyone is as sensitive as you. Next, we have a tweet that says, "My opinion on the incest game," with the following picture. There's also a bunch of tweets saying that they're sick of seeing the Incest game on their timeline. I'm not playing the Incest game, and I'm not giving it a chance, and you can't fucking make me. Bro, calm down. No one's making you play anything. Right-wingers forcing themselves to like Israel in an incest game to own the libs. What is it with Twitter and unnecessarily bringing politics into everything? We also have another tweet where one person said that Twitter would praise the incest if it was gay incest, with another user responding, white conservatives conserving white culture by, checks notes, defending the incest game. People are calling that one incest game as Wincest, skull emoji. Humanity never fails to disappoint me. I agree, people who use the term Wincest are just exposing themselves as basement-dwelling degenerates, and the fact that Twitter still exists is proof that humanity never fails to disappoint me. So, I was told the creator of the Coffin of Andy and Leyley is a woman. I swear, girls are into the kinkiest, raunchiest, and weirdest fetishes out there. Someone responded this by saying, not surprised the incest game was a degenerate, and someone else responded with this image. Me reading any review on the Coffin of Andy and Leyley, Steam reviews especially. Speaking of, let's see the reviews for this game on Steam. Despite the controversy, the game has received critical acclaim, and we have some of the most intelligent Steam reviews ever made to back up this claim. First, we have two different reviews saying, I can fix her, and another saying, I do not want to fix her. This is the duality of man right here. We also have a third review saying, I can make her worse. Mentally deranged, envious, aggressive, manipulative, wife material.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Jesus wept. I wouldn't be surprised that Jesus was weeping so much after seeing how much of an embarrassment humanity has become, that his tears are the sole reason for rising sea levels. Pros. A compelling story about two extremely twisted and horrifically relatable people. Sister wife.
You want to run that by me again?
Ashley is so cool. I wish abusive relationships were real. Also, the artwork is full of haram. Man, this game makes me wish incest was real. Is someone going to tell him? Ashley is only the second worst little sister I've ever had. Care to go more into detail? I don't get why people say they ate out the sister. There's no ending where you kill her and turn her into soup. I see what you did there. Story unrealistic. Goth chick doesn't have enough red flags. You. I like you. Legally questionable, morally disgusting. Personally, I like it.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
7.8 out of 10. Not enough incest.
Bruh.
Make Alabama great again. He who pulls me out of her shall be named King Arthur. That depends. Do you name your dick the Excalibur? After showcasing what the game is about and the ruckus surrounding it, I want to hear what you guys think about the controversy surrounding it. Do you think Twitter is overreacting? If you haven't played this game, do you want to try out the game from what I described, or stay as far away from it as possible? For those of you who did play the game, was the incest really that bad? Feel free to leave your takes in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.